Peace, family. For those who were joining me for the live, we just got out of that live. We just got off of the roof for the outdoors or wherever we were, soaking in this very, very potent and powerful blood moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. I feel so high and drunk in every way imaginable right now. I literally just came down from the roof and wow, the energy is real. As promised, extended oracle observation for this energy. For those who joined the live, I will be using the same decks that I used for those speed reads. So starting off with Moonology, then I will be using my traditional tarot, Pamela Coleman Smith illustrations. And then I'm going to be using my Osset deck, Kemet energy, to align with Serket, the goddess that is the Scorpion goddess for rebirth and death and transformation and healing and magic and all of the energy that is aligned with this Scorpio full moon lunar eclipse, and followed up with the Work Your Light deck. So I'm going to stick with the classic progression, foundation with the Moonology deck, clarification with the tarot, confirmation with the Osset Kemet deck, and then affirmation with the Work Your Light. This energy is very much about tuning in and tapping into our metamorphosis and our magic and the mysteries of life and the mysteries of ourselves that are often being discovered when there is full moon culmination, illumination energy. So this is for the collective. Take what resonates, leave the rest. We're going to see what comes through. I am charging up, cleansed all of the cards after the individual speed reads from the live. If you haven't been able to check the live, if you didn't join, please do so. It is posted on Sabrina Sahara Shares IG page. It was lit. The information was very, very powerful, very, very potent. So please do check that out. And now we're going to go in for the collective and see what the foundation energy is for all of us with this powerful lunar eclipse. And I give thanks to the Creator, to Earth Mother, to the ancestors, to the angels, archangels, ascended masters, Orisha, Neturu, prophets, sages, starseeds, sibyls, gods, goddesses, guardians, guides, for blessing my ashe and granting me alignment and access to as above energies so that I may be a pure channel and messenger for all of us so below. I am grateful, I am honored, I am humbled by your presence and your presence. Ashe, ashe, asheo. Give thanks, Spirit. Spirit aligns and encompasses all of those energies that I name, all of the energies of light and love. So I give thanks, Spirit, for your guidance. I give thanks, Madam Moon, for your guidance for the collective. What is the foundation energy that we should keep in mind to make sure that this energy works for us and not against us? We've got Mercury in retrograde, we've got Jupiter in Aries, a ton of other transits. I definitely suggest to everyone to just go on YouTube and type in this full moon, listen to astrologers, listen to other readers, and just go in deep, dive in deep. Listen to the frequencies that align with this energy. You saw that? Stick it in the hand. All right. That's the one. That's the one. Oh my goodness. Emotions are running high. They sure are. This is a Scorpio full moon lunar eclipse. Scorpio is about our emotions. Scorpio is water energy. So I can't even speak. The energy is so, my mouth is like, my tongue is like tongue-tied. Telling you the power. Oh my goodness. Like, it was what it was during the live, but after that moon bath, my goodness. So forgive me if I'm like stumbling over words in this energy right now, because it is wow. Emotions are running high. Supermoon energy. Definitely that power right now. This is technically a supermoon in terms of the proximity to us, to Earth. We've got lunar eclipse vibes, and when we think about Scorpio, the fact that Scorpio is ruled by the water element, fixed sign, very, very potent, very, very powerful, totally about emotions, running high, as I was explaining in the live. Things are going to be more triggering right now. We do have to be very mindful and very soulful of how we respond to people, how we react. We don't want to react, we want to respond, because it is a very heightened emotional time. Literally was just in alignment saying that, and this is the foundation energy for the collective, confirming this high emotional time. Be mindful, be soulful, do not over exaggerate, do not over, just don't be in a position where you can put yourself at odds with someone just because they say something out of alignment. You don't want to kind of stoop to their level, because you could be in a position where you say or do something that you regret and is definitely not going to serve your purpose. Perfect confirmation. Check out the live. I'm trying to not repeat myself. I'm also trying to get these collective readings a little bit shorter because we all got stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to hold y'all for an hour. Like Spirit has a tendency to hold me for the readings. We'll see what happens. Obviously, it's what they decide. But I am going to try to keep that in mind. And as a result, with this card coming through so aligned with everything that I shared in the live, if you did miss that, please do check it out. All of this is going to make that much more sense. I would actually recommend you watching it first and then coming back to the reading. So, emotions are running high. Keep that in mind. Give thanks. Pamela Coleman Smith, speak your name for clarification on this energy. Emotions running high. What would you have us know? How should we work with this energy? Ooh. Ooh. Cards flying, cards flying. I think I'm going to stop right there, because wowzer. 5 of Swords. The World. Queen of Cups in reverse. This is all about our emotions running high right here. I'm going to put this right here next to the emotions running high, because this Queen of Cups energy is definitely water energy, right? We're totally tapping into our Scorpio vibe right here. Scorpio is a water sign, and moon energy is divine feminine. This is divine feminine in regards to our emotions, in regards to matters of the heart. In reverse, it is definitely showing kind of a potential lack of balance, which means in terms of energies running high, showing that there is that lack of balance, that things do have a tendency to kind of get a little bit intense, get a little bit, hyper emotional. So that is being confirmed here, and as a result, it could lead to conflict. It could lead to, just competition and strain, and this is aligning with our Swords energy, which is about the intellect, which is about our thoughts. This could be internal conflict as well if our emotions are not in balance. If we let our high emotions kind of get the best of us, we definitely want to be controlling our emotions right now. It is a Mercury retrograde, so as a result, we also want to be much more mindful and soulful in terms of the dynamics that we engage in right now, especially if they are triggering. Retrogrades in general and Mercury retrograde is about communication and things coming through, communication coming through. This could also be explaining some conflict that was unresolved that may be returning to either be resolved, or somebody just wants to pick up the fight again. You know what I'm saying? Again, as a result, emotions running high. Don't spar with anyone right now, even and especially if they're trying to pull you into that. That is also why I'm feeling the Queen of Cups is in reverse, because you're not going to let it get the better of you. Try not to let it get the better of you. Be in control of your emotions. Don't be imbalanced in that sense. That is what's going to lead you to completing a cycle. This could be some old energy that's coming through, because that is what this energy is about in general. Culmination energy with this full moon in Scorpio. Again, Mercury retrograde. We got Jupiter in Aries. People are kind of full speed ahead with what it is that they want to do. And they're not always thinking about the bigger picture, which is this world energy and how it affects everyone. We are calling in energy as well right now, like I was saying in the live, for ourselves as well as for the world. So the fact that the world is coming in here as well to explain and to confirm the conflicts that we want to end for ourselves and for the world is very, very, very powerful and coming through so clearly. We want to manifest a new earth, absolutely, and the new earth is for the collective. I do see the conflicts that we do have to engage in order for us to have this new world, this new earth. It is necessary. There is a spiritual war that we are enduring right now, and it's part of the challenge. It's part of the process. I was mentioning in the live as well, the muck and the mire that leads to the lotus, the flames and the combustion that leads to the phoenix rising from the ashes, and the struggle and the pain that the butterfly goes through in order to experience metamorphosis, to come out of that cocoon. That's what this Five of Swords energy is all about. It is the number 5, which is about change. So it is promising in a sense that yes, we're going to go through this and it is going to be difficult. Scorpio energy is very intense. I should also mention, which I didn't mention in the live, but what's coming through with this Five of Swords right now is with Jupiter in Aries. Jupiter was in Aries with both world wars. So when we think about the potential of that kind of fire fueling energy, Mars is the planet of war, and Mars rules Aries. Mars is the go-getter, the action-oriented, right? And that's where Aries energy is, being the first sign of the zodiac, the firstborn of the zodiac, is the leader that says, let's go, come on. Ready, right? So when you tap into the potential for this Five of Swords, very, very conflictual, combative kind of energy, you also keep in mind that despite the combative energy, it also shows victory. Somebody is the winner here, and others have to walk away, have dropped their swords in surrender, right? So put yourself, despite there being a potential, despite there being inevitable conflict through this very, very intense energy, make sure that you put yourself in the position of being victorious. So regardless of what comes through, and again, when emotions are running high and you're feeling a little imbalanced in terms of how you feel and being triggered by people coming in with some drama, just keep yourself in alignment as the victor and know that it's necessary for you to achieve what it is that you want for your world and the world at large. We've got the King of Pentacles in reverse as well, Queen of Cups in reverse and King of Pentacles in reverse. I'm going to put those two side by side of the emotions running high here, because it's also showing an energy of divine feminine and divine masculine. Divine feminine being our queen here of cups, which is of the heart, emotions, matters of the heart. And then we've got our king, divine masculine here. Pentacles energy is aligning with the earth element, with our health, with our wealth. Very much more that stable, solid energy. And again, the king aligning with our divine masculine energy. So it definitely is showing right now that regardless of how we identify and the fact that we do all have divine masculine and divine feminine as a part of who we are, there is a potential for us to feel an imbalance, regardless if it's about just the emotions running high, that this is also about us feeling physically kind of out of alignment. This is very powerful to come through as well, because we have an alignment here with cups energy, water energy, which rules Scorpio, Scorpio being a water sign, with this full moon being in Scorpio. And the polarity sign of Scorpio is Taurus. Taurus is an earth sign, and we are in Taurus season. So the sun is in Taurus and our moon is in Scorpio. Polarity energy, eclipse energy in Scorpio while we are in alignment with the sun in Taurus. So this polarity energy is literally as above, so below, and is coming through tangibly in this reading in reverse because of the intensity, because of the kind of lack of balance that we're feeling right now, because it's very intense, because there is going to be kind of conflictual energy. Everybody's fighting for the world right now. That's what this is about. Everybody is fighting for the world right now for it to look the way they want it to look. Whether you are on the light side or on the dark side, everybody is fighting for the world right now. Fighting for the world right now. Keep yourself in alignment with being victorious, again, despite the fact that you are feeling a little bit out of whack right now. It is just this energy. Again, this reading is just specific to this current energy. So this too shall pass. It's just about being able to pay attention to what is happening right now so that, again, the energies can work for you, not against you. Because the fact that this energy is temporary, you don't want to do or say anything in a temporary energy to make something permanent. That's the worst thing that you can do. And it's why I think it's important to be versed as much as you can in regards to, vibration and frequency and energy, because everything is vibration, frequency, and energy. And then, of course, we have the moon aligning with eclipse energy, because you have the energy here that shows the sun, shows the moon, shows eclipse, solar eclipse and lunar eclipse in this moon card. In this moon card, and we think about the moon in general, first of all, we're doing a reading that is aligning with the moon. We have a super moon, emotions running high here, and then we get the moon card. And the moon card is about our intuition. It is about secrets. It is about things that are uncovering because they are still under the surface. When you think about what your moon sign is, right now we're aligning with sun signs, we're aligning with, Scorpio energy being the alignment with the moon. If you know what your moon sign is, it explains a lot in terms of your internal, your inward alignment and focus. And it's important to know all of those energies, your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign, so you can get a full scope of who you are and how you are navigating the things that are presented to you, especially in regards to your emotions, because you may react and respond to things differently depending on what energy within you is most activated and most triggered. Again, this energy is very, very triggering. People are really going to be pushing buttons right now, and it's going to get to the core of you, to that moon sign energy of you. So look into that energy so that you can be a little bit more prepared, for lack of a better word, depending on what somebody brings your way. I'm loving the energy of the moon coming through so clearly for us, given this moon reading, this super moon, flower moon, lunar eclipse, blood moon. This moon itself is such a mouthful because of how much is involved with the energy. And the moon coming through within this energy is basically is spirit telling us just how potent and powerful this energy is, just how potent and powerful this moon is. And again, aligning with the fact that everybody is fighting for the world, and how imperative it is for us to use the moon energy, divine feminine energy, ultimately to rebirth, because it is divine feminine energy that births. We are trying to rebirth a new earth, and we need to align with the moon and divine feminine energy to do that. That's where, again, we look at the counterpart energy here in the sense of Scorpio, water, and our polarity, Taurus, earth right here, and how we need to navigate this upward energy so that we can get better balance here. We can see emotions are running high. There's high and there's low. In between is in between. So naturally, it's definitely clarifying for us that this moon is so potent, so running high, that we can't really be in balance right now, which is again why it's so important to not jump to any conclusions right now, not to over exaggerate or overreact or any of those things. Kind of lay low right now, to not get involved in anybody trying to spar with you right now. Protect your energy. Just focus on what you want your world to look like. Again, it's Mercury retrograde. It's an ideal time to retreat right now, to reflect, to just kind of, take a moment for yourself. So all definitely coming through very clearly for us, which is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Give thanks, Spirit. Let's get some confirmation from this Osset deck, aligning with Goddess Serket. Let's see what confirmation we get. Thanks. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, saw that? Okay. I usually shuffle until, and if we get more than one, we get more than one, and we certainly did. Look at that. What did I say? The challenges, the competition, people coming through, trying to start some stuff. Emotions running high, that's going to be challenging. We've got these energies out of balance, out of whack right now. It is challenging energy. It absolutely is challenging energy. And that doesn't mean that you're not going to conquer it, because again, this is it's this too shall pass. This energy will pass. It is just very heightened right now because of how intense this particular blood moon in Scorpio is. I mean, it's not just a blood moon, it's a blood moon in Scorpio, for crying out loud. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like the most intense, most mysterious, most potent, in so many ways. This, Scorpio is the only zodiac sign that has three symbols. That has Scorpio, or the scorpion, has the eagle, and has the phoenix. That is powerful, transformative energy. And it's hard to not feel a little bit out of whack, a little bit frazzled with this energy right now. And yes, you are going to feel some semblance of challenge, some semblance of, again, with the Mercury retrograde as well, people coming in, trying to start some stuff. You want to try to be as balanced as you possibly can because emotions are running high. That is a given. And as a result, similar energy in terms of protection. If we see challenges and protection, we're getting very clear guidance of how important it is for us to protect our energy right now. That is part of the laying low. That's part of the reflection. That's part of the retreat. That's part of, we see that the emotions are running high right now. We see people are going to try to come for us and say something and do something or whatever it may be. Everybody fighting for the world at the same time. A lot of illusions, a lot of deception, a lot of things undercover right now with this moon energy, right? That has divine counterpart energy, that has divine masculine and divine feminine, feeling a little bit imbalanced right now. So take time to process these challenges in solitude. Be mindful and soulful of who it is that you allow in your space right now. That's where the protection comes in. That's where boundaries come in. Because you don't need any more challenges than what the energy is already naturally presenting to you. So protect yourself as much as you can from challenge, from strain, from strife during this time in particular, because we can see the conflict there. We can see the imbalance. We can see emotions very clearly running high. We can see that everybody is fighting for the world. We can see all of this energy that's happening, this moon being so potent in terms of our intuition and what needs to come up and things being illuminated and coming to the surface, right? This is full moon energy. That's culmination energy. That's full moon energy. The world is also about culmination and completion. All of that is going to lead to a lot of challenges, and why it's important to be discerning. I also mentioned how important it is to be discerning right now through this energy. That's part of the protection. Spiritually, especially protecting yourself. Give thanks, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see what affirmation energy we have. Give thanks. What is our affirmation energy to conclude this reading? And I will pull some charms as well before I wrap it up. 24 minutes, word up. Let's hoping to not keep y'all too long. Affirmation. What is the affirmation energy? Give thanks. Our affirmation energy. Oh my goodness. I knew this was going to come back. Oh my goodness. If you were on the live, I won't put the person on blast, but if you see it, then you'll know. They got this card. So Queen, you're getting double confirmation when you see this. And I had mentioned it, that it was for everybody as well, because of the affirmation as well, to say I am free. The world is free. I said I am free. The world is free. We are birthing the new earth. We are free. We are unbound. This unbound energy is about releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Do not subscribe to any old narratives under any circumstances anymore. This energy is about metamorphosis. Yes, we are going to go through challenges. Yes, we have to protect ourselves from certain things, especially when we look at this conflict coming through, because everybody's fighting for the world. Yes, there's a little imbalance right now because emotions are running high and there's no equilibrium right now. The moon is at a very, very heightened place right now. So we're going to feel this kind of intensity. But what is going to come from it is that we are going to be free. We are going to be unbound. Look at that moon, that full moon in this image as well. Look at how powerful this moon energy coming through is to give us that promise of freedom, of liberation. Despite who's coming through trying to take over the world, trying to make it the way that they want it to look, we are deciding now. We are freeing ourselves from these soul patterns, from these contracts, from this past life that doesn't serve, or that is somehow, like they say, generational curses, or like I like to say, generational behaviors. But I don't claim curses, because when you claim a curse, you curse yourself. We rebuke all of that. And if we get to say that we are renouncing and rebuking soul patterns, contracts, and past lives, releasing what doesn't serve, even if we think that it's ancestrally passed down and that it can't be released, no, it can, because we decide so. And especially working with this energy that is very challenging, that does require us to have a lot of protection and create boundaries for ourselves. That is the test that is actually going to lead us even closer to achieving that. Ashe. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We are free. We are free. Oh my goodness. Charm energy. And I'm going to wrap it up. Give thanks, Spirit. I'm always telling y'all, we got to keep grounded. We got to keep grounding our feet. We got to keep connecting with nature. Please do as often as possible with taking off your shoes and putting them feet. That's part of this reversed King of Pentacles here, that we are not grounded enough, that we are not connecting with nature enough. That's what's going to bring this right side up. Connect. And then, similarly, we look at the starfish, which is at the bottom of the ocean, right? We look at our water energy here with the Queen of Cups. And we have to remind ourselves that we are stars, whether we look above or whether we look at the bottom of the ocean, as above, so below, star stuff. And we, smack in the middle, star stuff, made of the exact same stuff that stars are made of. We are constellations. So this is literally as above, so below energy. Grounding and being in alignment, because the stars are literally in alignment right now for our benefit. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you. I think that is perfect, just enough to confirm this energy, to clarify this energy, to affirm this energy. And, don't be scared through this energy. It's not like, oh yeah, everything's gonna be beautiful. No, this is part of the muck and the mire that's needed for us to get to metamorphosis. I was just explaining that in the live. It's not supposed to be an easy road when you think about what it means to shed old skin, what it means to literally be in combat, to be in like, we're aligning with ancestral armies right now. We are in a spiritual war. Again, people are all fighting for the world. And I can assure you the dark energies, the dark forces are not taking any days off from trying to achieve this victory. They're putting themselves in the victor position. So we definitely cannot afford to be the energies that walk away in defeat. It's not supposed to be easy because, again, they're not letting up. They're not letting up. So it's time to gear up. It's definitely time to gear up and to remember who we are. And what allows us to remember who we are is when we align with nature and we ground and we get back on solid ground, right? And connect to get into King of Pentacles alignment versus it feeling imbalanced right now. Again, temporary energy. Don't even worry about it. We are going to get through this. And we are going to get through it stronger with more protection. Any challenge that you go through, you come out of it stronger. So you can't go wrong. This is the affirmation. I am unbound. I am unbound. We are unbound. It doesn't matter what they do anymore. This is the affirmation. This is the top of the pyramid right here. This is the top of the mirror right now. That regardless of what it is that we need to do to climb to the top, what is inevitable is our freedom, is our liberation, and that of the world. And we are doing the work to make that manifestation happen. It's just going to be a little challenging to get there, as it should be. We're climbing a mirror. We're climbing a mountain. So, at the end of the day, what's going to be at the end of that day, at the top of that mountain, is freedom, is being unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. That whatever it is that doesn't serve, we are literally letting it go. And we need for our emotions to run high right now. We need this kind of topsy-turvy energy right now so that we can really assess, so that we can really flex our muscles in regards to who we are, what we want to do, what we want to see for our world and for the world at large. So, beautiful energy. I did share that global mantra that I did come across in regards to we remove all disagreeable energies and entities from governments, agencies, and institutions around the world. At 11 o'clock a.m. and 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you could just say that out loud 3 times in a row, that is what we are doing here so that we can get to this unbound, so that we can free the world from those disagreeable energies and entities. So let us speak together twice a day at 11 a.m. and 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We remove all disagreeable energies and entities from governments, agencies, and institutions around the world. Ashe, ashe, asheo. We are free. The world is free. We rebirth this new earth. It's going to take a little work, but we got this. And this moon, this very, very emotional, powerful moon, is giving us exactly what we need to be able to do it. I hope that resonates. Let's get her done. Much love to you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you as always for listening. I do private readings. I never say that. I'm always like just so in alignment and feel like I'm not trying to advertise, but at the same time, I realize that it is very helpful for people to have this ancestral alignment and get guidance from the energies. And I'm truly, truly honored and blessed to be able to tap in the way that I do and to be able to help people based on the channeled information. So as a result, I will start to express that I do private readings on Zoom. It's $1 a minute. I do recommend at least 45 minutes to an hour to really get an in-depth reading. hit me up if you would like to get some more information on a lot of the stuff that is sometimes uncovered and unseen, you know, much like the moon energy is about. And it helps us navigate, especially when it's a time when emotions are running high. Peace, y'all, lest we forget. Time to get back to natural. Peace.